afternoon, everyone. My name is Ariana, and today we have a very special episode of Working Wisely for you. Today, we're going to be looking outside of our Workstreams.ai bubble into some aspects of modern work culture trends that are affecting us all in 2022. So, let's take a look. The Great Resignation is driving record quitting rates all across the globe. So, the Great Resignation is this economic phenomenon that has been happening since 2021, where people are resigning en masse all across the globe. PwC estimates that 1 in 5 people are actually set to resign in 2022. And when we think about the age group that this is actually affecting, it's mainly that 30 to 45-year-old age group. And this is due to a variety of reasons. So people actually feel more job security in a post-COVID world. And what this does is that we've actually seen a pent-up demand because of COVID. And also with the rise of remote working opportunities, it's actually a lot riskier to employ somebody, say, in that 20-year-old age bracket that has no experience than somebody in that 30 to 5-year-old age group. And so what this does, it actually creates greater leverage for this age group. And when we took a look at the most commonly recognized reasons for resignations, the top factors were high workloads, hiring freeze, and personal pressures. And these reasons are essentially causing an increase in demand for better and more flexible working opportunities. 92% of millennials identify flexibility as a top priority when job hunting. Workplace flexibility in terms of location, time zone, and contracted hours is industry specific, but is much more common than, say, it was 10 years ago. In the EU and the UK, it's actually been legislated that the ability to request flexible work is a legal right. And according to Deloitte's latest survey of Gen Zs and Millennials, the main reason for the prioritization of flexibility is due to the fact that remote work actually frees up time to do things like seeing family, pursue personal interests, and reduces commute time. And all of these things actually positively impact mental health. HR experts say that employers that are not offering flexible working conditions are losing out on up to 70% of the job market. But blurring the lines between personal and work life can have its grievances. 80% of millennials say that they seriously consider how a position will affect their work-life balance. Work-life balance is about achieving the right balance between professional and personal aspects of life. The concept of giving workers a break actually came out of the Industrial Revolution, where industrialists and unionists realized that workers required 1 to 2 days off per week. Recent advances in technology, as well as the impact of COVID, have led to this always-on work culture. Smartphones and laptops make it harder for people to completely switch off, whether that's after work, on the weekends, or on their holidays. Evidence shows that this always-on work culture has a significant impact on mental and physical health, increases stress, and jeopardizes well-being and safety. So let's recap. Millennials, who make up the bulk of the workforce, are hot in the job market right now. Macro trends are forcing employers to cater to flexible working opportunities. And work-life balance is more important than ever, with modern technology creating this always-on culture. So do you agree or disagree? Send us a message and let us know. Let's take a look at some more trends. The WHO highlights that the key catalyst for burnout and stress in the workplace is due to poor communication and processes. With burnout now officially being recognized by the WHO as a syndrome, the responsibility for managing this has actually shifted away from the individual and lies on the employers. A survey of 7,500 employees by Gallup found the top reasons for burnout were unmanageable workload, lack of clarity, lack of communication with their managers, and also unreasonable time pressure. So what is the impact on the individual if employers don't take these reasons for burnout seriously? Workplace stress is said to be the 5th largest cause of death in the United States. Stanford professor Jeffrey Pfeffer, in his book, Dying for a Paycheck, outlines that workplace stress, like conditions like long hours, a lack of health insurance, little autonomy in the workplace, is actually killing us. Pfeffer claims that companies need to get serious about creating a workplace where people feel valued, trusted, where they're engaged in their work, but they also have enough time to get home in time for dinner. In order to create a healthy work environment, we need to take creating healthy communication channels and processes seriously. So let's recap. Inefficiencies in the workplace are driving increased rates of burnout. And the workforce is demanding flexible working conditions in order to circumvent this issue. So what problems actually arise of employers catering to these increasing demands of flexible working? Accountability and productivity are increasingly difficult to monitor in a hybrid work setup. So no face time in the office actually leads to an increase in the quantity of meetings, but a decrease in the quality. People are on remote meeting overdrive with their calendars filled back to back because essentially there's no time for these casual chats by the water cooler. And this reliance on self-reporting in a hybrid work model creates these inconsistencies and bias. So for instance, I could keep my Slack status active while watching Netflix in the background and logging 8 hours of work. And instead of logging tracked hours of work, workplaces are shifting towards measuring business outcomes. So for instance, if I have a presentation due on Tuesday afternoon, I might spend my weekend making sure I hit that deadline. My point is that people can be over or underworking, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to monitor. So what is the answer to this cultural paradigm? We have higher cases of burnout and stress in the workplace than ever before, an increase in demand for flexible working opportunities, and also a lack of transparency in terms of productivity when it comes to catering to these demands. So there are many factors that you need to consider if some of these aspects of modern work culture are affecting you, like speaking to your manager, your team, or even your medical professional if your health is being affected. But if you are looking for a resource to help you manage your workload, Workstreams.ai can help you. We reduce unnecessary stress and time wastage, allowing you to manage your entire workflows all in one place, enabling you to gain clarity and focus to get full transparency on what your team is working on, empowering you to work flexibly, efficiently, and have more time for better work-life balance. Thank you everyone for tuning into this very special episode of Working Wisely today. If you're interested to know more about how Workstreams.ai can help you manage your workload, drop us a line at contact@workstreams.ai. So go get stuff done and enjoy your life.